Next, it's the reigning Offensive Rookie of the Year, Justin Herbert, taking on Defensive Rookie of the Year, Chase Young. LA and Washington are set to kick off the season, and it's coming your way next on EA Sports.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin, so happy to be with you to kick off this much-anticipated 2021 season. With me in the booth as we begin our sixth season together is, of course, Charles Davis. And, CD, so much to watch for coming up. What are you keeping an eye on?
Well, Brandon, I'm ecstatic to be back with you, of course, and we've got a good one right here out of the gates. I'm interested in seeing some of the changes in 2021. Running backs and wideouts, even linebackers wearing single-digit numbers. But even more than that, I want to see the changes defenses have made, because last year we averaged 49.6 points per game. That's the highest ever by 3 full points. Can these defenses make an adjustment and start to catch up?
Yep. Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. From the 6. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Washington offense about ready to go to work. And at quarterback in his 17th season now in the NFL, piloting his 9th different franchise, it's Ryan Fitzpatrick.
He's one of those guys that's been around the block a few times in the NFL. And at this stage in his career, when he lacks in big playability, he more than makes up for it in veteran leadership, a real knowledge of the game, and being a terrific locker room presence.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Fitzpatrick now. To the right side and complete to Thomas. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Now that last pass, CD, he just added another notch to the old belt. What a career it's been. He's over 35,000 career passing yards now.
And when you say that number, over 35,000 yards, how many people have done that prior to him?
Right around 30.
Boy, that's a pretty good number. Now you're into a membership that means you've done a heck of a job in this league for a decent amount of time. You're recognized as one of the better players.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A run here for J.D. McKissick. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 40 yards. And Washington Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Well, not many folks would jump straight to Ryan Fitzpatrick when you talk about strong-arm quarterbacks, but if he's lasted this long, and he has, he's got to be doing something right.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one at 62 yards in the air. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. The Charger offense ready for their first possession, and it's Justin Herbert at the helm in his second season now out of Oregon.
About the only thing that didn't go right for Justin Herbert in his rookie season, the team's overall record. The Offensive Rookie of the Year in the NFL was the fourth rookie with over 4,000 yards passing, just 38 yards short of the rookie record set by Andrew Luck in 2012. In addition, he set the single-season record for passing touchdowns by a rookie with 31, breaking the mark of Cleveland's Baker Mayfield. This young man's potential, limitless. That's why so many people wanted to be the next head coach of the Los Angeles Chargers and help open up the stadium big in 2021.
He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. Back to throw here, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. So, Charles, first drive here, a little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. First carry for Peyton Barber. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Fitzpatrick. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Fitzpatrick. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. A run there on first down, and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage. All right, Brandon, I know we're in early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for L.A. .31 yards on the punt there. The Washington offense set to take over again. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering with the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing Fitzpatrick. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. Buying time to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough.
So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So just enough juice to get the 3, and I think that wind at the back helped a little bit there.
Certainly did, and to me that tells me that head coach knows his kicker and realized the wind was at his back. That's probably the outer limits of what he could make, and he knew the wind might be able to aid him and get that ball over the crossbar, and it did.
The Chargers getting set to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets a made. Herbert off of play action. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And a big part of Justin Herbert's success as a rookie was having a guy like Keenan Allen to throw to. Allen's averaged over 100 catches a year the last 4 years. No matter who's throwing it, they can count on him.
To the air again, Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Intended receiver there was Donald Parham, but it's going to be 2nd down. Herbert now. He dumps it to Eckler underneath, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking middle, and that's complete. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Gabe Neighbors, fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field, the fullbacks for the defense. They knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet them with a little bit of force. But on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Fitzpatrick. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And this one is incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw, Fitzpatrick. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush, and they get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, they headlined the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Herbert. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Here's Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jalen Guyton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Gibson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Washington on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. Here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff for Gibson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Tackle made by Everson Griffin. A carry now for McKissick. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Completes it to Samuel. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's a give to Miller. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, They go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll run here with Gibson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Fitzpatrick. And he'll find Gibson here complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And that's complete to Gandy Golden. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. That's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Got his target, Samuel, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Fitzpatrick now from the 50. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And this one's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll run. It's Gibson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, it's Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Chargers. And it was important for them to get the season off on the right foot. And they've done just that, thanks to a very solid outing by their passing offense thus far. Meanwhile, for Washington, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Joe Reed returning. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Let's go.
The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Back to throw here, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. A gain of 6 there on first.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Austin Eckler got hurt last year, missed 6 games, but still finished with 54 catches, the 5th most by a running back in the NFL. But remember this, 2019, 92 catches. This guy's a definite threat out of the backfield.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. To throw is Fitzpatrick. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Throwing Fitzpatrick. He'll find Gandy Golden there, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Fitzpatrick again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Fitzpatrick now after the fumble recovery. Fighting through pressure. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Now Fitzpatrick. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard.
And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
It's almost hard to believe that Joey Bosa is in his 6th season now with the Los Angeles Chargers. A Pro Bowler 3 out of the last 4 seasons. He led the team with 7.5 sacks in 2020. One of the great technicians as a pass rusher in the league.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Trying to atone for it here on this drive. Chase Young in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
This young man, Chase Young, has it all. Speed, power, and a full arsenal of moves to get to the quarterback. The defensive rookie of the year in 2020, he had 7.5 sacks that season. They expect plenty more in the future.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. That run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
This is swung out to Eckler.
And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Another drive coming up for this Washington offense.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That catch good for only a couple. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. And his throw here's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. 3rd down here. To throw, Fitzpatrick. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. They will run it. It's McKissick. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Second and 11. They'll go again with McKissick. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick hitting Samuel on the slant. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 10 more there and another first down. They'll run with Gibson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington has retaken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That time a 9-play drive, and the result a touchdown for Washington. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. The Chargers ready to take over. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he loses the football a second time. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
following the fumble recovery. Fitzpatrick. And a quick throw here that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Here's Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
To try again after the sack. Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Adam Humphries there to make the grab.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Well, that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
7 yards, the pickup there.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Herbert, throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From the 45 on 2nd down. Herbert, he'll take a shot for the end zone.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in.
Herbert throwing again. And this is caught by Williams. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams.
55 yards.
And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass in the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here we go on the next drive for Washington. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. On third down, Fitzpatrick. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Herbert on first down now. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. That catch good for only a couple. Throwing again on second down. Herbert for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
From the 38, Herbert. And that is incomplete. They were trying to go back to Allen there, and it's 3rd and 5. Herbert back to the air. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. On 2nd and 10, Herbert got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that will be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Badgley able to knock this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. First down, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Fitzpatrick giving to Gibson on the draw. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. To throw is Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll hand off here to Eckler. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Running right with Kelly. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They're making the stop. Jonathan Bostic, leading tackler for Washington last year. Here's 2nd and 10. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Herbert to throw. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Herbert going to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 2nd down now. It's Kelly, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A give. This is Kelly. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run with it. It's Kelly. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll hand it off to Kelly. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On 3rd down, Kelly. He's going to be very close to a 1st down. Good running, but looks like he's a yard short. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And his kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Chargers, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Washington, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.